Arts Central is the Regional Arts and Culture Council for Central Oregon. We focus in two major areas. One is advocacy and the other is arts education. Advocacy is really the public side of arts education. Our advocacy work manifests itself in cultural tourism, in economic impact of the arts and improving communities. The Art Station is our school. The Artists in the Schools program is our outreach into the school system, and Van Gogh is our mobile art studio serving underserved populations.
The Art Station is a place where kids and adults can come and get their hands into art. It doesn't need to be formal art, it doesn't have to be fine art. It's really a place where people can hone their skills, get some experience and practice in all kinds of different media.
I love art, and so it would always work its way into my life, and it will always be around. It will never go away.
The Art Station is the creative laboratory for Art Central. And what that means is that we have the unique opportunity here to test out new curricula and to test out different ways of teaching here in this space, and then we get to move them on to other programs, take them into the schools through our Artists in Schools program.
You get to create things that you never knew about, and then you get to finally do them.
When art is integrated into the school curricula, it really does help the students to cement those concepts so that they can explain them better or understand them better. For example, with life sciences, it's one thing to have to study the parts of a flower, but when a child really has to observe the details of that flower and takes the time to describe what makes those flowers unique and then portray them and interpret that on paper, it really does take a special part of the brain to solve the problems of turning something 3D into something 2D and then to explain the parts by showing it through art.
Art Central employs and pays a living wage to instructors who are wildly talented, who expose me to new ways of seeing things and really enrich my life.
I love teaching little kids art because I love watching them develop and grow in ways that they've never done before, and that there's no right and no wrong in art, and it's such a freeing thing to do, and it gives young kids abilities to make choices.
A dinosaur. Is that a T-Rex? Cool. Do you want to a Triceratops. Okay.
When I grow up, I just want to be an artist, get a good job, go to college. I'll just keep on at it, and I won't give up.
Art education, I think, is very valuable because not only is it fun for the kids, you can incorporate math and science into the arts, which I love. We can integrate.
8, 9.
So what's that say?
Even one teacher, when we were doing the collage residency here, when I was talking about how we're going to draw our bird first, then we're going to take our bird and split it up into shapes, then we're going to enlarge those shapes. The teacher actually said, oh, it's like math, you guys. Remember when we were talking about expanded notation? We have our smaller number and then we expand it. I'd never thought about art that way or this residency that way. So it's kind of neat because then the kids who had just had their math lesson an hour earlier went, oh yeah, expanded notation, let's make it bigger. So that was a really cool integration.
Last year we were one of 7 schools who were recognized for closing the achievement gap. The community school has been a part of that, our before and our after school programs, but also the integration in our partnership with Arts Central and our artists in residence. And so I know that integrated in all the great work they were doing, art was a part of the success that this school has achieved.
The criteria I use to develop our arts education curriculum is really about how can I cultivate a sense of wonder while using some sequential skill development, exposing artists, both adults and children, to new ideas and new mediums, and maybe a new way of seeing something.
We believe very passionately that the arts are extremely important, especially in education. It's a fast-paced world out there and things are changing. We have no idea what the industries of the future are going to be like. We do know that creative problem-solving skills are going to be increasingly important, and Arts Central wants to be at the center of making that happen.